Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone this morning? So good, I hope. So good. I am raring to go this morning. I hope you are too. I have, a couple of different things. I have, let's see. Okay, so I have a couple of different things to add to my art journal. And you can add yours too. I just thought it would be fun to fiddle around a little bit and good morning, Deb. I have Happy Mail coming to you today. I do. Going out in today's mail. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Good morning, Keels. How are you? Everybody make sure you have a big drink of water. So if you're brand new here, if you would follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, that's what I meant to say, and Corbiere-Scott Designs on the following social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Anne and Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. So today, good morning, Kay. So today I have some things that I want to add to my art journal. So we did our washi tape the other day, and I did find a home for one piece of it. So do you remember this page? So remember we did our Roy G. Biv on this side for St. Patrick's Day. Good morning, Nance. And then I have my Peggy sticker over here. And then I was looking at that gorgeous Roy G. Biv washi tape that I made the other day, and shut up if it's perfectly right here. So I'm all about that. And I told you this page is just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. I don't know where it will end up, but it'll be lovely. Okay, so this is still a work in progress. This washi tape woven wonder. I've been adding Copics to some of the imagery, and I'm just kind of growing it as I go along. This page I finished the other day. We have another woven wonder. So now I have some other pages. Okay, so here's what I did. I went through my artsy papers and I matched up some artsy papers with some of the washi fodder that I created the other day. And so here we go. So I have these bags. Don't let me forget to talk about those. I have something to talk about those. Okay, so look, I have this artsy paper that I thought this went well with. What are your thoughts? Then I have this artsy paper, shut it, and this artsy washi. I'm kind of digging that. Not exactly sure where I want to go with it all. This artsy paper and this artsy washi. Loving that. The purples and blue. Oh, I love that so much. Right? And finally, this artsy paper. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Patricia. I have this artsy paper and this artsy washi. And you know what's so funny is I made this jelly print at the retreat. We each made hot glue stencils. And I had created this one and another one that is of the same colors. And I kept like, I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I just didn't know. You know, when you're like, I love it, I just didn't know where I wanted to go. And so last night when I was fiddling around with everything, I was like, oh, I think that would go perfectly with this. Oh, sorry about that. So here we go. I'm going to cut this down to fit in my art journal. I'm going to peel this off. And this, I will say, once you create these artsy washies, you're probably going to need more adhesive to stick it down to your project. That's okay. That's kind of an easy problem to solve, right? So I'm going to trim this close over here. And then, you know, I have my little lines, right? So let's go there. There. And then let's do the length. Okay. So that, here's a page that's ready for more. I don't know what more is, but it'll come to me. That's what I find. I was just telling someone, Lindsay, yesterday, I am not a start to finish creator. I like to have things grow as I'm inspired. I can create the bits, and I find that I pay better attention when I create the bits. My bits are better. Does that make sense? When I focus my attention on just creating this, right? My focus is better when I focus on just creating this. And now look at the gorgeousness, right? And you're gonna find, I think, that you kind of work in the same colors, right? As we go along, we all, you know, we've talked about this before. We have our palettes that we naturally gravitate to, right? So if you're creating your fodder and your art papers in the colors that you gravitate to, then they're going to coordinate. Does that make sense? So I cut this one down, and I want to cut this one down. This is another paper that we created at the retreat. We did so many cool papers. There we go. Right. I swear, there it is. It's the morning phone call. There we go. And now let's do that trim, final trim. Perfect. So that one's ready to go in my art journal. I have this one, which this is the one I'm a little concerned about. Yeah, this one is not going to fit. So this one, I'm going to have to cut, I'm going to have to think about how I want to cut this one down. I'm probably going to need to cut it like to center in the on a page. So I'm not going to do that one just yet because I have some other ideas. You know, I always have other ideas. And then this one, let's cut this one down. All right. Look at, I have this gorgeous strip for some inchies. All right, let's cut off the tippity top of this one. Not much to cut off on this one. But look at, that's gonna look cute on something, right? Okay, so I have those three. So that's plenty to work on right now, right? So I'm going to run them through my Xyron. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Perfect. Okay, so now, remember the trick with Xyron. Give it a little rub. You just want that. Am I a little early today? Am I early? Or are you saying that you're early? I don't, oh, the phone call. Yeah. Oh, another one should be coming right about 9:30. What time are we? Well, yeah, we're only quarter after. Okay, so now we're going to peel the film off the top. And I like to cut these apart. And I'm going to adhere them to the pages of my art journal. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with them next, but something will come. Everybody take a drink. Sorry, Keels, it took me a second to compute what you were saying. Okay. So, here we go. So now I have these three pieces to add to my art journal. Hey, Tam. Oh my gosh, you guys, I called Tammy yesterday because I wanted to talk to her about something. And then I left her a message and I was like, I don't even know what time it is there. Sorry. And then she called me back. And I couldn't remember why I called her. Whatever. Okay, let's do this one next. Okay. So, I like to turn, and let's go right to the edge. There we go. Shut it. That one turned out pretty good. I just have to trim my corners. Shut it. Okay, now let's do this side. This is the top, this is the bottom. So let's do the purple next. Digging that. Let's do the same. I'm gonna start. Uh-oh. Start right here on the bitty edge. I like to start on the edge and then adjust my ends. I still haven't remembered it, Tammy. I still haven't remembered why I called you. Some kind of question that I needed answered right away that I couldn't remember later on in the day. So, whatever. Okay, so there's another one. And now let's do that final one. Okay. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Top. So let's do this at the top. Okay, now let's trim those corners. Trim that corner. What did I do with the... There we go. Stuck to my hand, the other corner. And now this one, I'm just gonna have to kind of guess where the corners are because I covered them both up. That wasn't very smart, but that's okay. There we go. And I see I have a little bit of trimming to do down here. That's good, and I think I have some trimming to do on this one. Do I? Oh, just a little teeny bit. Not much at all. When I was at my dad's house, did I tell you guys this already? When I was at my dad's house, I was doing the dishes one day, and I saw the most beautiful blue jay in the next door neighbor's cedar tree. And can I tell you, like, we never see blue jays here in Arizona, never. So it was a treat, that's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so I have these 3 pages ready to go, right? And I've been thinking about how I want to incorporate the washi tape. So for this one, I was going to go here. I'm kind of liking that, right? And then I could build my cluster down here, right? I'm kind of digging that idea. What do you think? Or I could go across the bottom. I don't know. I think here. I think this feels... I mean, I know I'm covering up my part of my flower. I could trim around it. But I think it's okay to cover up just this little bit of a flower. And then have this, like I can build from here. I'm always thinking about that, like where can I build from? So I think I want to come down as far as possible. And I kind of like when there's a raw edge at the top. I don't know, there's just something about that for me. And then I want to trim off this bit because this can go on something. I'm not wasting that bit. Okay, so now I'm going to peel that up. And I'm going to get my art glitter glue out. Yeah, I like it too, Valerie. There's something about that, right? So I'm just going to get some art glitter glue here. And I'm going to looks like I need to go down just ever so slightly. Okay. Stop it. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Okay. So now, and it looks like I have a little trimming to do up there, but I'll figure that out later. Okay, now I have the purple. So I have a couple things. So I also have this Rolodex card that I have from 400 years ago. So this, when I was creating this, I kind of got a couple of different vibes on it. So this one, I really like this end of this one for this page. So I could do an anchor right there, right? I'm kind of liking that. What do you guys think? And then I can build my cluster from here. Do you know what I'm saying? And then this piece, I'm kind of liking that. Okay, so let's... And this piece I can somehow incorporate onto this Rolodex card. I'm not exactly sure. Well, I just had an idea. So let's get some glue down. And you know, I'm just kind of randomly putting glue down, and then I can come back in and tack down some more permanent placement, like this end. I told you I really like the raw end like this, but I know it's gonna take some extra adhesive to get that to stay down. Right? Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so then I was talking about this Rolodex card. So I'm kind of digging this idea of just creating an anchor piece, right? And then cutting that off. I'm wondering if it would be better if I adhered my glue back here. It's a little bit of a sticky situation, but I think there we go. And then, so this is one step closer to something, right? Love that. And then I have this little piece, and how cool would it be to have a tab up here? Let's see, but it's coming down on this page, so let's see what. I could do this down away. Oh my gosh, you know what? I could do these back to back, right? I just need to line it up so I get the right measurement. There we go. Oh, and I'll save that little bit because I'll use it for something. Okay, so let's put one down. We're gonna get our glue. Right? Oh my gosh, it's just dreamy. I just love it so much. So now we can have a cluster here, and then we can have a little mini cluster up there. Perfect, right? So now, let's do the same thing with this piece. So let's line up at the tippity top. Then have it extend down. So then we can kind of do that same thing. We can do cluster and then cluster. That's making me all kinds of happy. And who doesn't love a little tab? I love a tab. That's making me so happy. And this one, dreamy, isn't it? Okay, now we have this one. And so I have a couple of thoughts. So we have this floral that I really want to incorporate because I love that the pinks match up. Do you see what I'm saying? Right? So I'm loving, oh, I think I like that. I think I love you. But let me ask your opinion. What are you thinking? Do you think it's too compete-y? And if so, what if I adhered this washi to a piece of white? Let's see what that looks like. Onto a piece of white. And then have it be part of that. What do you think? Nothing's sticking to anything, so. I don't know. Hem and haw about that amongst yourselves. Let me ponder where I want to go with this next. Or maybe I just let this sit for a second and I go on to the flat bags. So I have this tendency to collect a bunch of old junk and crap. Debbie told me that her husband said, quit telling my wife to save old junk. Trash. People think it's trash, but it's so not trash. Right? Okay, so now I'm thinking, I know, I kind of like the white too, but I'm going to set that aside and we're going to play with the bags. So, when I was in Minneapolis at the airport, I got a bag that I've already cut down, right? I got a bag that says words, and that's seriously, that is making me so happy. Okay, so I'm thinking I want that to just be, and I love the ziggy-zaggy top, don't you? So I'm feeling like I just want that to be, I just want this to be a page. I don't even know what I'm going to do on it next, but I'm going to do something. And then I have this one. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's a little shorter. I don't know, but let's stick that one down. I don't even know, but it's going to be amazing, right? It's going to be amazing. And I'm thinking I could incorporate some of those artsy bits that we just created, like hello, like that. So let's peel that off. And this got wrinkly, and I'm not mad about it. I love the wrinkles. I do. That is one of the best airport bookstores words. I love that airport bookstore. I do. I like the one in the Detroit airport too. I will find a bookstore in an airport. That's for dang sure. I do not mind a long layover. Not just for shopping, but because I can find all kinds of things to entertain myself. I can watch funky people. I always have something to do. I always bring some kind of a needle project. Stop it, you guys. Look at it. Just look at it. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. But then, as I was digging around in all of my my things, all of my trash, as Todd would say, I found, look at these. So I have these flat bags. So this is just screaming to build something on top, isn't it? I'm just in love with it. And then these glassine bags, can't throw those away either, because I could somehow incorporate it into something, right? So what if, so this could go on here, and then the flowers could somehow be, like they could go across, right? Oh gosh, Debbie, I love you. Poor Todd. Okay, so this, right? So I'm thinking I could put this on this page, and then I can tuck all kinds of artsy bits in there, right? But I could go over it with a strip of the washi that I've adhered to the white paper. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And that's a way that it could, okay, so I'm going to do that, but I know I want this to be right about here, right? So I'm going to crease that a little bit. It works out well for us, Deb, right? Okay, so I did that. Let's run this through the Xyron. And while I'm at it, I might as well run the other ones through the Xyron. Right? I have that one. And I have this one. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Well, I won't do that one. I'll just do this one. All right. Because I don't even know exactly what I'm going to do with that. But it's too good to be true. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Oh my gosh, today is new hair day, and I can't even describe my delight. I'm really not loving the sparkle that's showing right now. It's bothersome. There we go. It looks like I need to cut a little bit of that bag off. All right. Stop it. Okay, so now let's stick this down and then I'll trim it. What do you think? Don't you think that's... You always want some kind of a connector, and the connector for this is that pink and that orange and that yellow, and then the blue's just like a little added something, right? Peel that off. Let's start putting some glue down. Oh my gosh, you guys, Safeway doesn't have Wild Twist anymore. I'm so disgusted and sad. I had to settle for Cosmic Crisp, which are a delightful apple. There's nothing to be ashamed about a Cosmic Crisp. They're delicious. They're just not my wild twist. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so now, glue. Let's stick this down on this paper. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let's trim away the excess. I am going to California tomorrow, though. So, remember when I was there last time, I went to Fraser Farms and I found, well, number one, I found the most delightful cracker. They were rosemary, sea salt, but they were like a handmade cracker. Oh my gosh. They're so delightful. With my little turkey that I eat for lunch, like almost every day. Anyway, but they also had those apples that were like the cheap apples, and they were so good. And they were like, I don't know. I'll look it up in my art journal, you know, because it's a reference file too. There we go. Oh, I kind of like that it's going to kind of meet in the middle with the purple. What do you think? That's kind of cool. Or should I have it go this way? Okay, this way or this way? I think I like it flush on the right. So that's what we're doing. I was blasting ELO this morning. Oh my gosh, I love Jeff Lynne and the boys. Ooh. Don't line up the washi. Okay. So shall I do it low? Shall I do it high? Low or high? I think low. What do you guys think? Well, I'm sticking it down, you guys. I like low too. I do. So stop it. Look at that. I have, how many starts? 1, 2, 3 starts, 4 starts. And this, who knows what I can do with that? I could do, oh, shut it. You guys, I could have some of this and some of this on white. What do you think? Ho, 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 ho. Sorry, Valerie. It's already down. What do you think of that? I don't know. Okay. Now, I have this guy to contend with. So I'm thinking we put it in the center of a page. So I'm thinking we cut right there, because then I've got 2, 2, 2. Oh, shut it. Look at that. Don't you love when that happens? Hey, Valerie, I'm bringing you some of that inchy paper, too, by the way, on Saturday. I remember we had talked about that in the past. I feel like this needs something behind it, don't you? Like it needs, I don't know, like it needs to, like, paint or I don't know, something. I'm kind of digging. Right? All right. Then I have this guy, right, to add to it. I want you to be there too, Deb, for sure. Okay, what do you think? What do you think? And Debbie, cause I was talking to Lindsay yesterday, and she goes, "What are you going to bring to work on?" I go, I have no idea, because I'll probably just sit and chat. You know what I was thinking, Sue? What if I don't have enough to go all the way around? Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't have enough to do like mitered corners or anything, but what if I could paint it black so it kind of coordinates with this? I could just paint the edge black, right? And then I could use this to add some little scallops, or I don't know. What do you think? Let's, oh, look at that. That needs a little help. Right? I think the, oh, I was thinking about it, Valerie. Well, I'll bring embroidery, like, on my trip, because I'm sitting in the back seat of the truck for 6 hours. Do you know what I mean? Because Jeff's friend Damon is coming, remember? So, and they'll want to visit. And, you know, I told you, I can entertain myself for hours on end. And I'm excited because I haven't seen Damon in years, so I'm super excited to just hang and chat and all the things. Remind him about how he, so Jeff, and I think I told you guys this, Damon and Jeff were bodybuilders back in the day, and they still are to a degree. But anyway, they, one time, my friend Victoria Valdez was making my wedding dress, and we were going to, Damon was up visiting from LA, and we were going to, I needed to go over to Berkeley to pick up my wedding dress from Victoria's house. So Damon drove, and as I'm getting back in the car with my wedding dress, I noticed that So I told you they're bodybuilders, so they eat weird stuff. Sorry, almost the bad one. Anyway, he had empty cans of tuna fish and banana peels under the seat of the back seat where I was sitting. And I said, I swear, Damon, if any of this stink gets on or near my dress, I will just be so mad at you. And he just laughed and laughed, because that's what Damon does. I think painting black. I think so, Sue. So I can paint it black, or I could use a marker. Because it's such a little weird amount. Do you know what I mean? It's such a funky little amount. I think I'm just going to use a Sharpie. So I'm going to do 2 squares in. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I picked up, I don't remember if I told you this, I picked up my art supplies for the little children in Altadena. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope that they, thank you, Kay. My thoughts exactly. Like, you couldn't clean that out before my beautiful wedding dress was put in the car. But no tuna or banana peel touched my dress. I held it. I think it was a convertible. You know what? Please. It was 4,000 years ago. I don't remember. Because we had to cross the bridge, because we lived in the city and Victoria lived in Berkeley. Who knows? Oh, I did write something down. Okay, what do I have? Yellow. I have the 9-inch Creative Station. I love that machine. I love it so much. Here's my notes for today. ELO, bags in art journals, and mob. What did I mean about mob? What did I mean? Oh. I know. So, Jeff and I started to watch that new mob show, and now I don't remember the second part of it. Hey, Lisa. Oh, he did have a beautiful girlfriend at the time. Her name was Amy. She was a model, but she was not on that trip. I have a picture. You guys, it was so late 80s, early 90s. It was like 1990, I believe. And I looked cute as can be. I had like baggy jeans and Huarache sandals with socks. I don't know. And a jean jacket. I was looking cute as can be. I had my cute Elaine hairdo with a half pony and then a pony at the bottom of it. Anyway, and Amy was pleased. Of course she was gorgeous because, you know, she was a model. And then there's Jeff Scott. When I tell you those boys, they're all engineers. So you can imagine. Think Big Bang Theory. That was my life back then. Anyway, So, oh, shut it. You guys, doesn't that come on? That is so gorgeous. So, Jeff Scott had on sweatpants and a button-down shirt and a corduroy hat. Oh, you know I bring that out every now and again because now he fancies himself quite a fashion plate. But back then, oh, so funny. Whoops. A button-down shirt and sweatpants. Oh my gosh, Sue, you would die. I'll have to dig that picture out. He does not think it's funny, which makes it more funny. You know what I mean? Okay. Shut up, you guys. Look at that. That does make it pop. I think you're right, Kay. I think that does make it pop. Or Sue, whoever said it. Okay. Now I don't know that I want to do the little scallops. I think I just like the black frame. But I'm thinking, hi Renata. Button down, like a button up the front shirt, but it was short sleeve. It was a casual shirt. It wasn't a dress shirt, but a button down shirt. I don't know what you would call that. How do I explain that? Just buttons down the front, cotton shirt. Okay, so what do you think? Let's do this one like this. What do you think? We already did one like that. So what if we did it on this side then? And then we can build from over here. Everybody take a drink. All right, I need to trim this because it's got little bits of glue, and because I think I might have tried to put some foil on here too. I don't know. Who knows what I did? Who knows? All right. Oh, so anyway, we started to watch that new mob show with Helen Mirren and Pierce Brosnan. Holy tamale, and Tom Hardy. I'm just going to say, it is a very violent show. Like you think you get it, but no, it's quite violent. But the story's so good, and they're Irish, and you know, love me some Irish, because I'm Irish. A sport shirt, yes. Oh. I still have to pack. I still have to write the newsletter. And it's new hair day. Yay! And I really just want to play in my art journal. More than just this. Okay, so now this is coming through. So I think I'm going to glue these 2 pages together and then it won't be an issue. Okay, glue stick, where would you be? I could just use my, you know what, I could dig around. Oh, there it is. There we go. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, that's a good idea, Valerie. That's a good idea. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm just mad for these creations. Oh, I was going to look and see what the name of that apple was. Sunrise Magic. It was so good. I'm hoping to get about 1 million of them. Because now I'm kind of on a 2 apple a day regimen. Because I love them. Why should I? Look at how many Wild Twist. I think I have them here too. Oh my gosh. So while I was at the store, do I have any Wild Twist, Wild Twist, Wild Twist, Wild Twist? So delicious. What was I gonna say? Mail is going out today with the Lunar New Year stamps. So if you created the Year of the Snake entry in your art journal and you would like one of this year's Lunar New Year stamps, let me know and I will send you some Happy Mail. If you've purchased something from my website, then I have your address. If you haven't, you need to DM me and I will send you something. I'm telling you, Tammy, that was the most delightful. You know what? I was thinking about that, Keels. I was thinking about that. Because I want to flip through Valerie's. Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants to, like, oh, look what you did with that. That's inspiring. Oh, what did you, do you know what I mean? There's something about it. There's something about it. Anywho. Are we, oh, we're over. Of course we are. Now I gotta, like, daydream something down here. Something here. And something here. Something here. I have this flower in a printable that I'm totally digging out. And then something to tuck in there. I love a little tuck, don't you? And then this page, oh, remember I was going to do some of this and some of the flowery I think this needs to be on white because look at how because the black behind it. It's not gonna pop. Valerie, don't talk about my friend like that. Be kind to yourself. And I'm sure it's lovely. Okay, so I hope that you are inspired to dig through your art papers and dig through your artsy washies that we've done. We will do this again. I will come up with new ways to incorporate it in our into our fodder stash. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow on the newsletter, and then I will see you next Tuesday. And you know I will have stories to tell. You know I will from that trip. I can't wait to hang with those artsy girls in the park. I can't wait to deliver art supplies. I can't wait to just go for walks along the beach and watch Call the Midwife with my mother-in-law. You know, it'll be grand. I can't wait to hang out with those two goofy boys. Then, you know, I'm telling you, they turn right back into those boys that they were in college when they're together. I adore you all. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. Yes, happy Easter if you celebrate that. Happy spring to everyone. We all celebrate spring. I hope that you have some little flowers poking through the earth. I do. I think my cousin had a crocus. My cousin Lisa on Sugar Island had a crocus. She sent me a picture of it. So it looks like it might be starting to get spring up there. I adore you all. Don't forget to open your newsletter tomorrow. Bye, everyone.